morning, or good afternoon, depending on the time you're watching us. It's all about your favorite show, English Talk, which is broadcasted from Tele-Ecole, the television 100% dedicated to education. Well, as a woman today, I am glad to receive these beautiful and wonderful women on my left, Mariama and Yasin. You're very welcome. So today we are going to talk about a laudable topic, which is women and sustainable development. So Mariama, I'm just gonna give you the floor in order to introduce yourself.
Okay, first of all, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay, it's really a pleasure and honor to be here, okay, to share this show with you. Okay, my name is Maria Mboj. I'm from Futa, native of Futa in the same department, okay, in a village named Fanaiwalo. Okay, I got my master at St. Antonio University in 2018. So that I think that it will be a very interesting show because it is a very interesting topic, okay, that we're gonna tackle. Okay, thank you.
For sure, Mariama.
Okay, thank you very much. For those of you I haven't met yet, my name is Yasin Bao. I'm specialized in African and post-colonial studies in English department of Sheikh Anta Diop University. It's a great honor and undeserved privilege to respond to your invitation. Talking about women is talking about the pioneers of world society yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And before going any further, I just would like to send my heartfelt condolences, my sentiments to the family, friends, and the loved ones of the girl who got raped and murdered in Turkey some days ago, and to the family of Kendoy who passed away. I present my condolences to the whole country because Kendoy honored us more than once by being a special long jump. Thank you very much.
How that will be accepted. But you girls, you are so gorgeous. Tell me your secret, please. How come? Bamba?
Gorgeous because they are face to gentlemen. That is why they are gorgeous. Okay, and it's a pleasure to meet you again, my dear friend Amina. And thank you, Mariama and Yasin, for coming. Thank you.
Yeah, so when we talk about women and sustainable development, and you guys are invited here in this show, that means that you've experienced something like very interesting, very, very, very laudable. So can you just tell us about when we talk about women and sustainable development, what does it inspire you both?
All right, before starting, I just would like to offer definitions of the key terms of the debate. First of all, women. I'm not going to define women biologically as man's opposite based on sex or physical features, but I'm going to define women as intellectual being capable of making progress in society. I'm going to define women as man's friends, partners, and complements with whom they can share love, affection, and mutual help for the development of society. Coming to sustainable development, why not development only? Development is only interesting when it covers the long-term aspects. So sustainable development lay emphasis on the continuing economic, social, and environmental progress of society. And women and sustainable development put together highlight the timeless economic, social, and environmental progress from and by women. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, Mariama, maybe the same question.
Okay, as you say, sustainable development is a very interesting topic. So then before starting, I try to define what is sustainable development. Okay, sustainable development is a very interesting thing, but we can't talk about sustainable development without talking about gender equality. Okay, we can talk about gender equality without talking about women empowerment. So first of all, we have to empower women, to give them right, to give them power, okay, to be implemented in the decision making, in the decision. But when women are not empowered, they can do anything. Okay, then they can do all the things they want to participate in the development in our country. And after all, talking about empowerment, we have to talk about education. Okay, we have to educate girls to be a sponsor of girls, to give them tools, mean how to be empowered, how to lead, and how to be a leadership, and how to participate in our country development. So then, at the early age, when we empower a girl, she's growing up this kind of tool and this kind of leadership. We won't have problem to empowerment and make them participate in the development in our country and make them feel they are equal with men. So then, it is not that we are a female, so that we are the inferior character of men. So then you have to make them feel we have the same right. Okay, we have the duty to do for our country empowerment. So the women is the central and the strong and the really character that will make the world go further. Without women, it is a body without a head. So then we have to take care of this person. Okay, we have to show his what is her central, okay, her important role in our society. I can also add the proverb to, or the situation of Gorgijan. It's something that really interests me. She said that success is in back when women are involved. Yeah. We can have involvement without women participation. Right. We can have involvement without women empowerment. So then, so this woman, okay, so this character, it's important to the entire world. Okay, thank you. I will go fast. Okay.
All right. Women, the implication of women in sustainable development is not something new in Senegal. And nowadays, women are involved in all fields. For example, in the agricultural fields, mostly agroecology and micro-gardening. Women are making progress. For example, the Federation of Women Market Gardeners of the northwest of Dakar counts 700 women, and some of them are given the opportunity to prepare the soils, cultivate them, and sell their products after the harvest period. And the money they gain after this selling process, they use it to reimburse the federation and to buy agricultural readiness for the next sowing period. Those women cultivate potatoes since 2015. And there is another example, the Association of Women called Dego in Malamhoda in Tambacounda. Tambacounda is an area confronted with high temperatures, with insufficiency of production knowledge and techniques. And these women help provide water and prepare the soil to be ready to be cultivated, like providing water drilling to get ready for the agricultural activities. And in the suburbs of Dakar, Kermassar, Gejawai, Pekin, women are forming groups to transform cereals and detergents for sale. Women are making really good progress in development. And these efforts done by women have positive impacts on women's autonomization, on education, on children's education, because the money they gain, they use it to pay for their children's education. And by doing this, they participate in investment of what is called the human capital investment. Because let us not forget that sustainable development is the development that we can do that could benefit this generation of today and the next generations. And investing in education is somehow a way or another investing in what is the greatest aspect in society. Their activities like the agro-industry participate in the environment preservation, because the question what we're gonna leave to the next generation is important. And a healthy environment is a great legacy for the next generation. And these activities, agroecology and micro gardening, don't harm the environment. The agro-industry does. Yeah. And all this is visible. So in the field of fishing, women are playing a great role because they remain the intermediaries between the fishermen and the population, the consumers. They ensure the transformation, the storage, and the distribution of sea products. And it is not surprising today to see a whole family activating in fishing, because mother, father, sons, and daughters, when their father and the sons go fishing, the mother and the daughters wait for the boats to land, to ensure what is called the distribution and the transformation. And this is really important. In the field of cattle breeding, women are the ones providing water, food, and health care to the bovines, ovines, and goats. And they're the one providing what is called cattle fattening to the livestock. And all these are very important. And however, no, despite their efforts, despite the achievements on gender parity, on the equality of sexes, with the ratification of the Convention on the elimination of any forms of discrimination against women, there's still a lot to do. Women are facing impediments towards their way to progress. For example, in the agriculture field, women don't have access to lands. Women don't have access to credit because of illiteracy and lack of guarantee. And they also undergo a fierce competition from the agro-industries. And because the population don't believe in local productions, in local products, they prefer to buy imported products and products manufactured by the agro industries rather than buying the ones made locally. And this is a problem. And also the agro industry does its best to reduce its prices in order to beat them in the market. And this is visible. This is very this is constituting a very great hindrance in the field of fishing. The high taxes are consuming women. Women are consumed also by their non-healthy environment, because mostly the products they sell are sold in beaches, and beaches are the whereabouts of waste, insalubrity, and this is endanger their health and the health of the sea products. In the field of cattle breeding, the problem of sheephold and the problem of credit, like capitals, and the problems of access to investment is really noticed. And this is all related to the educational hindrance, like illiteracy. And this illiteracy is related to the cultural impediment, because right from the beginning, earlier, women are not taught to believe in themselves. Women are taught to be inferior, and this is a big problem. It is true that nowadays there are more and more girls going to school, but the question is how far. The higher you go, the less you find women, and it is rare to see a husband supporting his wife's education, and all this is kind of intersecting to hinder women's progress in society.
Sure.
Thank you.
For sure. I must say that I am really dazzled by your expose, both of you, and this shows that women and sustainability goes together. It makes me think about a quote saying that when you educate a boy, you just educate a man, and when you educate a girl, you educate a whole nation. Because you said something interesting about education, and Mariama said also something interesting about development and sustainability. in 2015, the world gathers around a table and said that it is necessary to think about 17 goals that the world should work on to achieve together here in 2030. And through that, all countries, they have their challenges. Mostly the African countries who are mostly poor and then have many challenges according to that goals. So when it comes to talk about sustainable development, we cannot delay women in the processes because they are in everything. You cannot specialize where women are specifically situated because they are in everything you can touch. And you did a round of a table telling us many points or many domains of life in which you can go and then see women. And you ended with the problems that women are facing nowadays. And we have to talk about that if we want to progress, because we know that only the word women means sustainable. Because since our childhood till we grow up, we are with our mothers, our sisters, and we pretend to be with our wives. Yeah. They are the garden of our houses, and they are the garden of our life and the education of our children. They assure our being. And even though when we die, the religious aspect, for example, is programmed so much so that the woman is going to be in charge of the heritage of the man, for example. A way to say that woman is here from the end to the beginning. Maybe if I talk about the beginning, I think about the history. Yes. If I talk about the beginning, I may think about the history between Adam and Eve. Everything started from from women, even though it badly started. But it is the way to say that women assure the development from the beginning, so till the end. Maybe the question, Amina, if you allow me, I will ask to Mariama, since she is sometimes between Futa and Dakar. What are the main problems you see over there before we come back with Yasin for solutions?
Okay, first of all, as a native of Futa, okay, we live in a village which is next to the river. Okay, agriculture is mainly did there. The man, okay, it is the main work, that domain that is did there. Many of the women are doing agriculture. They have farm. Okay, they do any kind of job for their farm. Okay, they do any kind of sacrifice. They sacrifice for their field. Okay, but when it is time of harvest, harvest, they did not gain the income they have to get. Okay, men of their agriculture will be deal with about vegetable. You know that vegetable, if you don't have somewhere to save it, it will be destroyed. Yes. That is the main problem with the women face there. When they harvest, we have to sell it. Okay, we have even though you don't have enough money or enough income, you have to sell it because it will be destroyed. I think that if women was help, given meaning, tools, to save this vegetable or to save this product, or even to transform it, it will be helpful. Okay, it won't be last. It will be last for just 1 or 2 months, and after that, when it is over, wait another season. To do others product. So then I think that it is a problem for women. To have company of transformation. To how to product it and even how to sell it abroad. Because if we have problem, they don't have meaning. To transform to bring it to the town. They just stay here. Someone come. And then they sell him any kind of taxes they want, and they want to be benefit for them. For sure. Okay, if they have a kind of education or literate to teach them how to take care of your farmer, how to take care of your food, how to take care of your vegetable, and when it is time to harvest it, you want to be hurry to harvest or to sell it because it will be destroyed. So then they will have the company. Others will come from abroad or anywhere in the country or in the world to take their food. It is one problem. They are as a fisherman. Fisherman. When they go and they fish, they come. The women take the fish and bring it to the market. But when you sell, they will sometimes something left. But when we have fish left, sometimes you're gonna sell it in a very low price. But when you have the company or how to save this, okay, you will let it for another day.
Yes.
Another day, and then you will be how to it is. We will need a stop. Okay, for instance, I will talk about one person. It is Mr. Musaso. He is the coordinator of Pima. In his village. Okay, it is Walalde. Okay, you take a kind of stock. When fishermen come, they stock there.
Okay.
You take what you need to sell, and after that, when it is something left, you let it, and another day you will take your fish. That's very interesting.
Yes.
That will when my village, Fanaiwala or others will have this kind of company of stock, it will help them. Okay, it will help also women to do their activities. So women are participating. They take a very important role in the development, in the economical development of our country or our communities. So then we have to help them, okay, to help them or to power them or to guide them to do their work or their role without any problem. So then I can tackle about child marriage. Child marriage. That's very that's a topic that's very interesting. So then, as a child, sometimes you said you are a young lady. You are supposed one day to marry. So then, when you put it in your mind, it will have problem. You have to change girl mindset. Okay, you say that even though I am a girl. Even though I'm a little girl, I have a very important role to do in our society or in my communities. I have to be educated. I have to participate in my country development. I have to participate in my house development. As a wife, if you don't have an education, we have problem to take care of your children, to take care of your family. Because infant, when we do education, it will help women to take care about this easy. Even the rate will be low about and how to bring up your child. You need education. How to teach them, how to say them this, how to say. Even in some Michelle Obama, in her book Becoming, she said that her mother was not raising her as a child, but she was raising her as a young leader. When she taught them, it is as she talking as young leaders or young men, because she was preparing them psychologically. Okay, she was preparing how to be a leadership. That's why she doesn't have problem. It is in her book Becoming. It's detailed about how she grown up, how she take her when they were on the table. They were at the same age. Okay, her mother talk all about issues about community, about society, as a African American and the American society, they need to be involved, to be leader. That it will be very difficult as a black to grow up in white community. So then they are prepared, and when she grown up, she doesn't have a problem because she was prepared before she being young. So that education take a very important role in this, and women need a very important support.
For sure.
Okay.
Maybe if the entrepreneurs are listening to us, they may create something for Futa, her village, in order to help them to have something where to stop out their fishes or all their production, vegetables, depends on the things that they are producing. But if you are following us, really, you can create something for them. You can create something for these people who are doing their utmost in order to develop their countries by working hard. So, Mariama.
What was the question again?
The question was about the solutions that you think should be handed out in order to help women and sustainable development.
The biggest solution is education. Education is the biggest solution, because the main problems women are facing is because they are not educated. If they were educated enough, they would know how to solve all these problems.
Education is not just the schooling.
Yeah, it's not just schooling, but you're talking about maybe upbringing, and upbringing is different from education. If it is only upbringing, women are well brought up. They are well brought up. But when it comes to education, is going to school and know the mechanisms of development, what we need to develop, because the materials they need, and for example, the credit they need. If they were not educated enough, they don't know how to handle with the banks, with how to get investments from the banks. Yeah.
And a while back, I heard you guys. Don't think that I did not hear you, because you was talking about the problem that some women are facing related to their husbands. You're saying that boys was not educated enough were not prepared as girls to live with girls in the same society where we will be having equality and stuff like that. So I maybe want to ask a question to you as women. Do you feel that like we are in a society where men are not enough prepared, and do you think also that positive masculinity that we're talking about is important, and intersectionality, is it important for sustainable development?
All right. She said a while ago, I'm referring to the language used to talk to girls and boys, because the language we use to talk to girls is a biased language, full of prejudices, full of stereotypes. As you were a young woman, you have to aspire for marriage. You have to get ready to bear children and take care of a whole family. And at a young age, boys are taught to manipulate, like to subdue girls, to subject them. They are not prepared to create a relation where they will benefit girls from whatever they want. Because, for example, in education, many of them have participating in seizing their wife's education, because they don't believe that women should go and get educated.
Are they right?
They're not right, because as I used to say, we now have to cope with the urgencies of today, like the globalization, in terms of international relations and the cultural relations we have with the West. We have like to keep our cultures in the good parts of our cultures, because cultures in a way or another are man-made. We were not born with cultures. We were not born in fine cultures, but we were born in created cultures. And there were some parts of them that are not, promotable. There were some parts of them that need to be erased. And not everything that comes from the West, or not everything that comes from the foreign people that are bad. There are some parts that are very good. And as we now open to the other countries, we have to cope with what is good in them, and trying to combine it with what we have in order to develop. And in terms of women's sustainable development, what is interesting is that maybe in the past people think that African women were not implicated in sustainable development. Yeah, they were implicated, but the manner has changed today, because formerly they went to the field. They were involved in agricultural productions, in fishing and other stuffs. But now we have to adapt to modernity, like letting them going to school and getting educated, and respond to the demands and the urgencies of our time, because it's where we are now, it's where we are at. So we have to develop, being open to other cultures and what they have offered us. Yeah.
I'm not interrupting you, but sometimes you may see like women who like get education and like occupy an important position like in our society, but when it comes to take decisions, they say you are a girl, you cannot take this kind of decision because it is an important decision. So they look at us up and down. I don't know if you got my point. So how about those kind of.
Yeah, it's still about the language and the mentality, which are still corrupted. Because as the post-structuralists made believe that gender is a social construct. You know, biologically we are different, but you know what we have added as behaviors of women, of men, are things that are added, and it is depending on the society we live that we behave. Like when we're European, we behave European. When we're African, we behave African. And that those rules of the society and those teachings, they can be altered based on what is the context. For example, this context, the context we are living now, need change. Not, you know, when we talk about women going to school, people think that when women go to school, you know, they will be deprived of dignity. Like they won't be like they won't be like, I don't know, they will be corrupted, they will be changed, and this is not what we have to think about. You know that. And you know, women going to school and women occupying high positions in the society threatens men. And when you have a certain position, it is sometimes very difficult to have a boyfriend or a husband, because people would think of you as a demon. Like this woman is not influenceable. This woman is not, you know, is not like any kind of woman. If you, for example, spouse her, no, you will not be at peace. And this is this is a problem. This is a big problem. Boys have to be taught that women are not their enemies again, they are their partners. And then they have to do all their best to support them, to make their progress, their success happen, because it won't harm them. It won't make any difficulty. It won't be difficult for them, you know, to live. Because nowadays, it is very common to see a family run by both women and men. And we know that things are getting more expensive today. Food is expensive, electricity, and everything that a man has to take care of. If a woman is involved in, it will be benefits. It will be a benefit for him. So we have to rethink, to redefine our standards, our laws, and our mechanisms in terms of development and involving women more. Because the past is already elapsed. Now we're in the present and we project to the future. So we have to prepare ourselves today to face the future. For sure. And the future is women.
For sure.
The future is full of women.
For sure, because I even received like a master class of Yasin when she said, "You know that?" Yes, and I know that, and I should know that, right? Because she's totally right. And what Amina said also is very important. Today, I think we have a masterclass about a positive masculinity, and it's all about education, as Mariama said it a while back. We have to prepare girls, but also we have to prepare boys. Maybe sometimes the mistakes we make when it comes to handling some programs in our school, in terms of maintaining girls at school and stuff, we only think that we should be focused on girls and then forgetting boys. But what we forget is when we encourage women or girls to go at school and then to be performant, we should also think about educating boys to understand that women are not their enemies and stuff. But sometimes when programs they go, for example, in some schools, they let down boys and then they talk to the girls. This can create an environment of enemies that live together. Yes, and then when the girls they go at the top, I think Yasin said it a while back, what we notice is girls are every time among the best. But when it comes to be present in some decisions places, we rarely see girls, and then we ask to ourselves what the problem is. And it is where Yasin talked about the sex, the difference between the sex and then gender, saying that gender is totally cultural. And then when it comes to culture, it doesn't mean that it is forbidden to change something. We every time have something to change. We have every time to perfect things. And then in that processes, I would say also, yes, women are sometimes victims, but we don't have every time to focus on the fact they are victims. Sometimes they are responsible of their own situations. They have to understand that in this world where we are, everybody should be his own lawyer. And then if you don't defend yourself, if you don't defend your rights, no one will do it in your place. And I feel like I want you to tell them, those girls listening to us today and seeing us through English Talk, that they have to take sometimes decisions instead of every time working for somebody.
Girls are taking decisions.
They are? Okay.
So, for example, I'm a girl. I have all the confidence of the world. I have all the self-belief in the world. But if where I'm going to make my success happen is a gendered area, what will happen? If they don't believe in girls, what will happen? Because I'm not, success is you, but it is also the society. You don't wake up someday and just want to make success be possible. There are the laws, the prescriptions, and everything that you have to take into account. Girls are committed. Girls are running the economy. And I think that the economy they are running is informal. That's why they are not known. Because there is no structure. There is no infrastructures, making their participation visible. Girls, they are selling clothes. Girls, they are selling food. Girls, they are getting educated. They involve in all fields of society. What's happening? So what happens is that it is one part of a society which whose actions are not so shown to people. That's why Western women sometimes characterize our women as not fulfilled women, because they're not activating in some way in the economic fields. But they're wrong. Women are involved, and only investing in their children's education, waking up every morning and preparing children go to school and giving them breakfast, lunch, dinner, cooking for them is a great participation. So sometimes we don't have to characterize our women, to talk to our women based on Western standard of women. Women are being activating, but if we talk about gender and women and sustainable development, we're only talking about the problems of departing from one stage to the other. Like, it is about the problem of mentality. It is the problem of how we should address to girls and men in order to be in a position of building a society where we will, benefit women the same way we benefit men. And the problem of marriage she highlighted is important, because at a young age, women are made believe that their only life purpose is to get married and bear children. They are receiving some kind of violence when you are kind of certain age without getting married. Why? What happens? You are, for example, what are you waiting for? These kind of questions that are making women to engage in marriage race, what is called marriage race. And I think that marriage is possible. Bearing children is possible, but the society has to prepare men to support their wives, and the families-in-laws to support their daughters-in-laws, education, because it is not about will, it is not about wanting to succeed, but it is about the environment in which you are. If everyone is judging you, if everyone is waiting a lot from you, what will happen? The mother-in-law, your husband, and the whole family-in-law is waiting for you to cook, to prepare, to wash, to do everything. How can you go to school the way you should? And they should ease girls' burden in society. We are so burdened, and this is not what must happen. Religions are the first thing in life which empowered women. In Islam, women are considered as queens, and if we identified with Islam, we would consider girls as queens, because God created us as queens, and boys and the society have to behave accordingly and cope again with modernism. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Queen.
Sometimes also you can see like a girl who is studying, men come on and say, I will get married with you, but I will let you keep on your studies. Dude, never ever, don't believe, please girls. They will promise you. Frankly talking, honestly speaking, I will let you keep on your studying. Don't laugh at me, please, because what I'm telling is really very serious.
Okay, I'm serious.
And after they act like a different way, never believe in them, please.
Yeah, come on, Mariama, come on, yeah.
She's married.
You are single. Me also, I can defend. Okay, as a married lady, I can defend the other. Okay.
Your husband disrespect his promise.
Okay, I'm very grateful and I thank him. Okay, so then as a married lady, I'm very grateful. Okay, to my husband, because he is very strong. He helped me. Okay, to pursue my study. Even though it is very hard. It is very hard to do this to jumble these two, education in marriage. When you follow our social norm, you will have problem. But in society, said when you are married, you have to take care all about the family, all about what the family need or the house. But this mindset have to change. We have to change it. As a woman, we not only take care of our children or our house, but we also have important and a vital role in our society that push us to follow our studies, okay, to work hard. When a woman work hard, he will bring it at the society or in her house, but he will help everybody. So then I don't say everybody to be married, because all the men are not the same, but I'm very grateful to mine.
I'm sure your man is like is an exception and brought up with by
I don't like you.
a little woman.
Yeah, he is a teacher. Perhaps it is, I don't know.
He's educated.
Like us.
He's educated.
Down
He's not like a dragon. I'm joking now. I'm joking.
But it's very hard to jumble these two. Yeah.
Don't feel alone. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But okay, come on.
The discussion is really nice. It's very important. But guys, I'm sorry. They're making me sign like this is like the time to end up with this show. So I'm just gonna give you the floor in order to tell you maybe last words.
Okay. For change to happen, some people have to stand up and willing to change things. And we girls, we have to be willing to make things move by being more involved, by being more concerned with success. And there is one part I'm just gonna sum up with, which is the waste of money in cultural ceremonies. It was a part I wanted to address, but as time is on us, I will wait until next time. But girls, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are exceptional. Act based on your power, your beauty, and your kind of greatness, and you will see that no one is better than you when it comes to talk about development and progress. Thank you very much.
Okay, it was really a very interesting topic. But as a girl, we must know who we are. Okay, show all the world who we are and make ourselves seen, make ourselves heard in order to make the other aware the importance of a woman or a girl in our society. Because without a woman or without a girl, the society is nothing. Okay, there will be no development, no peace, no love, and no security. We are peace, women are peace, love, security, and safety. So then we have to show all the entire world our greatness, our worth, and what the vital role we add in our society. So then society also have to take care of this important character and give her or her important place. Okay, I'm really happy to be here. It was really a very interesting song.
It's all our pleasure.
Thank you so much. Ending by saying that all those press words and all the conceptions means that women are sometimes in jail, and then we should liberate women. We should liberate women if we want to live, because they are the principal agents of emancipations, and they start the society, but also they make it progress. So I am 100% in, and I think that for the society to move, we should make women happy, because if women are happy, all men will be glad too. Thank you.
Freedom woman. Okay, that was very nice. So you guys, you see it by yourself, that was a real relevant topic that we gotta talk about today with these two gorgeous women in this show. So you women, you are intelligent, you are smart, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous the way you are. So be aware of your empowerment, be aware of the responsibilities that you gotta take to do something for this country, to do something for your own country, I'm gonna say. So that was a pleasure to welcome you both. That was a pleasure. We talk about women and sustainable development today, and hope that you learned very, very important exposes from these two beautiful and gorgeous girls. So I'm just gonna give you a rendezvous next time with another laudable topic, inshallah. Goodbye for now.